Closest I've come. The closest I've come is the reason I am in this band. Um, that was they played a show when you were a different iteration of this band, and I went to see them, and that song that was completely written without me, sad face, was just, as soon as I heard it, it was, this is the music that I love, this is the type of music I love, but also just the sound that I love, and just, it was very capturing, and I loved it, and I thought I wanted to play with this band, because at the time I knew they were looking for a bass player, and it just was really, really exciting to me, and that was what pushed me to contact you guys, communicate with you guys, and be, I would like to play with you.
And I think for us, it was also, like for all of us, it was a new beginning, not just because it also coincided with Ryan very soon after entering the band, but also by virtue of just the same reaction you had to it. It was the strongest song we had written to date, and we realized, okay, this is the bar we need to set from here on out in terms of scope, in terms of intensity, not songs sounding like this song, but having this combination of beauty and some technical virtuosic instrumental parts. And some heavier wall of sound parts, and just, you know, that's our ethos, and this more cinematic, especially driven, I think, the syncopated drum rhythms of the timbales, and Frank with just ultra delay keyboards that sort of sound like guitar, but it's keyboard, and delay guitars with this sort of post-rock influence, and just this wall of sound wetness. And I think for us, it realized, this is when you talk about the new iteration, that was the beginning for all of us of, this is the project that we're gonna shoot for something bigger, and let's go for it.
Close I've Come is also an interesting song for us, because before we were more random, we really experimented, and I think that was a good thing. I think it was for the better, to Ben's dismay here. But yeah, I think what ultimately came out of the song was kind of that point where we hit the point of adulthood. We were like, we have been able to hone our sound and become more mature, but not in the sense of like, we don't want to experiment anymore, we don't want to do anything interesting, but like, I think we got it. We understood like what it means to make a full-length composition and have everything make sense and have a real purpose to what we're doing, and have more concrete like emotional centers within the music. And sneeze. Nope.
Yeah, the song title, too, is kind of just another random brainstorm. I guess we do those a lot. And it sort of captures one element, I think, of the forthcoming album and sort of our overall outlook on music, which is just that there's no moment that I think you reach in life where it's just like, yep, I've achieved what I'm going for, I'm satisfied. I can just book my flight to Florida, buy a condo, and sit out at the beach. that you never really have those long-lasting moments. It's always fleeting. You always think you're working towards something. You always have your eye on the prize, and you either get there or you get closer, and then suddenly the prize is 1,000 more miles away in the direction that you were walking. And the song, I think, musically really captures that. It has these moments that kind of feel like you're coming close to something, like some kind of climactic realization or accomplishment is within reach, but then it's kind of violently ripped away from you. And I think, yeah, that's really the kind of visceral association we have with it.